Yes, there are two gods, the heavenly God and the shadow God, which is hidden from all of humanity. This is the most important video that I have done to date, and we are going to talk about it in this very important video. But first, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. A year ago, I had a near-death-like experience, and ever since then, I could pick up on energies, and I could even hear from God itself. I was told it would take my soul 14,422 lifetimes to get it together. So I decided to start a social media platform so I can help more people, speed this thing on up, and finally get the heck up off this planet and rest. Tired, boss. Ready to go. Hey guys, welcome back to Instructions for Humanity. It is your girl, your spiritual teacher, Tahira, where I teach the divine message I received that we are all one in love. Grow with me, guys. Love with me. It's going to be a great ride. Guys, click on that subscribe button. You don't want to miss any of the future videos. It is about to get deep, guys. And please like, share, and do all of that good stuff. Guys, I'm going to get right into this message that I received. Now, I've already prayed and asked the Spirit to be with me because this is the most important video I have done. And I have to deliver some news to you guys, and it might not be what you want to hear. But I am just the messenger, okay? I have discovered that there is a shadow God. Yes, it is the true source energy God that has been hidden from all of humanity. Okay? How it started off is when I was a kid. I remember being 5 years old, and I remember going to church with my mother. And at the young age of 5, I knew something wasn't right. I knew something was wrong about what I was hearing, about the message that I was being fed, about the indoctrination that was happening to me. I was only 5. I sat in that church and I knew, I said, no, this is wrong. This is not right. Okay? I've been every religion, guys. Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, Jewish. I've been everything, trying to search for the one true God. You'll go to this religion, that's not it. So you think you need to switch to another religion, then that's not it. And then you just end up back where you started. Because guys, religion will never be thy answer. This is a soul's journey. You are the answer. And that's what I'm going to explain in this very important video. Guys, we've been lied to. We have been lied to, but it's okay. Because the energy on the earth is different now. We are living under the energy of the new earth. Back in April 2021, during meditation, God told me that I have now entered the new earth. And in this realm, your thoughts become things. There has been a splitting of the two. That's why everybody's so divided with this whole vax situation. You have the people that are for the vax over here, the people that are not for the vax over here. Guys, like I said before, the Rona has ushered in the new earth. That old earth has split. There's a splitting of the two. There are some of us standing in the divine energy that is the new earth. And there are some of us who are on the old frequency, who refuse to get the upgrade, who refuse to move from those third dimensional ways of thinking, which is titles, boxes, and all of that stuff. They refuse to move into the Aquarian age, which we moved into in 2013. They refuse to move to the new energy. That's why you see a lot of people passing away. Out with the old energy, in with the new energy that is going to bring about the God that has been hidden from us. Yes, it is the shadow God. Now, guys, I wrote a lot of points down because I don't want to miss anything. So the first thing I'm going to say is there's a God in heaven. That is God. That is the God that we have come to know. That is the Christian God, the Judaic God, right? And then there's source energy God, okay? Which I call cosmic mama, okay? There's cosmic mama, and then there is the great universal spirit, right? The spirit of truth. That's our Father. The spirit of wisdom, the spirit of light, okay? We are resting in the womb of the dark void. That is our cosmic mother. We come from the cosmos. We do not come from a realm called heaven, okay? We are cosmic beings. We are made from cosmic mama's star dust. We are made out of stars, guys. Yes. That's why they demonize everything dark, guys. They've been trying to hide God from us. So what? Dark people, bad. Black people, bad. Oh, you've been blacklisted. You're on the blacklist. Bad. This person's on the dark side. Bad. Even when we speak about dark matter and about the dark void, which is the universe, bad. But guys, it's quite the opposite. Everything you ever thought you knew was true is not. None of it is true. When the program has flaws in it, you have to delete it and create a new one. And that is what I'm doing. This is the womb that nurtures us. This is the womb that carries us from this life to the next. We are eternal. We are God. Remember, I always say we are God. Once you understand that you are God, you can get off of the wheel of reincarnation, and we'll get there. Okay, I want to go in order of my notes here. So we now know that the Heavenly God is not the creator that's in our DNA, because our DNA has God written on it, the true God, cosmic mama, the great universal spirit. Okay. All right, let's see what else, guys. So I've been on this quest for 35 years. And on the portal date, February 22nd, 2022, all of this came full circle. And it was finally confirmed to me that what I had been feeling in my spirit for the past almost 35 years was true and correct. I've waited for confirmations. I've been dabbling and telling you guys this, source energy God. But I never really wanted to do this video until I received confirmation from Mama herself. And it was brought to me by 3 different vehicles, by the way of spirit, by the way of prophet, by the way of scholars, master teachers, I would say. So now it is the time to share this divine message with you guys, okay? What you have to understand about the realm of heaven, Spirit revealed this to me. Heaven is spirit school. Just like we come down to earth to go to earth school, When we go to heaven, we go to spirit school. So those two are what? They're combined. We are still functioning in the same realm, heaven and earth. They are connected. Okay, so if you really truly want to get the heck up off this planet and not come back again, heaven won't be your answer to stop reincarnating. Okay, because these two are combined. They are part of the same realm. They are the yin and the yang of each other. They are keeping us on that wheel, on that circle of time. And we want to escape time completely. Anytime you take an existence, you have the clock ticking. There's a definite start date and a definite end date, okay? That is not the true essence of the divine. The true essence of the divine, there is no time. There is only the eternal state of now, okay? Which we can have, which we can rest in once we know this information, okay? See, I've always been on this track. It just took some time to put all the pieces together. The heavenly God needs to be worshiped. Not once, but as you see in your biblical text, it needs to be worshiped. That's your first sign. Because source energy, God the divine, does not need anything, because it knows that it is all in which we all emanate from. It needs nothing. The heavenly God, it needs money to run what? The kingdom of heaven. When you go to church, you have to give money. You have to tithe. God needs your money. That is point number 2. If you are really source energy God, in which all things emanate from, you need nothing. You lack nothing. There's no way around it. You are everything when you are source energy, the divine true God. Heavenly God is a jealous God, right? They always tell you, don't have any gods before me. I'm a jealous God. What is that, guys? That is being back what? In the feelings and emotion, back into the 5 senses. The heavenly God has not elevated from the 5 senses that we have here on earth that keeps us in boxes, that keep us from being our true selves. Okay? So that heavenly Father is not as evolved as we might think, as we might need it to be, because it's still dealing in boxes and titles and emotions and feelings. Okay? When you are a cosmic being, cosmonaut, okay? You are a light worker. You are the ones holding the light in the 4 corners, right, of the world. We are the ones. Because it was revealed to me that God did not create the earth. Satan, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, Lucifer, Satan, the demiurge, the evil ones, that is who created this earth. Okay? And then Cosmic Mother sent us down, star seeds down, so that we could hold the light. Because if we weren't here, guys, this place is already hell, but it would be even more hellish. So we are here to what? Bring that balance. Remember, I always say the universe will always stay in perfect balance. That's because us, as cosmic sons and daughters of Cosmic Mama, and the great universal spirit, Father, we are here holding the light. That is what is bringing the balance to this earth, to this realm that we're in. We are important, guys. Get out of the 3D world and understand just how important you are. Without you here, without us light workers here, this would be literally hell on earth. It would. And I'm happy that we have a mother, a cosmic mother, that had the foresight to bring us down here, to hold the light, to keep the balance, the universe balanced. Okay. So you are the God particle. You are the God particle. See, what we have to get to, we have to get to the point where we stop searching for something outside of ourselves. When you pray to the heavenly God, you're praying to something that is outside of you. Let's think logically. God is a God of common sense. I always say this. Why would God create us not to have everything that we need for this journey? Why would God create us in a way where we are always lacking? Look into your life. How many things are you lacking? It's always the first thing. Oh, I'm lacking money, or I'm lacking experience to get this job, or I'm lacking self-esteem, or I'm lacking this and that. You're always at lack. And you keep praying to the Heavenly Father to fill those spaces, to fill that void. But guys, when you are the God particle, there's nothing to fill. You're whole. You're whole and you are complete. Because you are Source Energy God. You are the divine light. You are the divine spark. Okay? Another thing is how we should have known that the Heavenly God is different from Cosmic Mama, Great Universal Spirit, Father, is that in the heavenly realm, it is still a realm of materialism, much like how we have here on the material earth. Oh, there's many mansions in my Father's house. Have you heard that? Many, many mansions in heaven. Why would you need to have a physical building if you are a spirit, if you are divine, if you are part of Cosmic Mama? The universe is your playground. The universe is your home. You're not stuck inside of a what? A box. Inside of what? Heavenly realm. It's still a place that contains you. Right? Cosmic Mama is without limits. She is never ending, never beginning. She is what engulfs all of us. Her flow never stops. There's no beginning, there's no end. She just exists everywhere. Two totally opposite things. The heavenly realm, it is a divine space. In the universe, where Cosmic Mama, the great womb, we're resting in, it is the lack of a box. It is the light that we have inside of us. Okay? So, Cosmic Mother doesn't need any material things, doesn't give us any promises for any material things. You know, that's third dimensional thinking, that you need to have material things. It's almost like we're being lured to heaven in a way. But why? Okay? You're like, this life has been so bad, I just want to hurry up and leave and go to heaven. So what? I don't have to be in titles and boxes. But you do still, because have you ever heard, seated on the right side of the Father? There's all of these different levels in heaven. There's all of these different accolades you can get. And not to mention, there's a gate that only certain people can come in. Like it's a club or something. Like it has a rope and it's a club. And if you're not on the VIP list, you won't get in. Like that doesn't make sense, guys. Because when we leave from here, we're supposed to leave these old third dimensional ways. But however, heaven still keeps us contained in our spirit mind, our spirit body, because we're contained in a heavenly realm, which is actually the astral realm, right? There's the lower astral, the middle astral, and the higher astral. That is the equivalency of heaven. So the many levels of heaven. It is just the astral realm, okay? So the other thing I want to say is, another thing that Spirit told me is that heaven is part of the matrix. Heaven is part of this matrix that we are in. Like I said before, the earth and heaven are combined. They are one and the same. So, yes, when we leave from here, do we go to a better place where we don't have to worry about bills, where we can rest, where we can see our loved ones, where we can be filled with light and love and all those things? Absolutely, guys, we do. But Spirit revealed to me that every time you go to heaven, you will be reincarnated. There is no way around it. So if you want to stop coming back here, you can't go to heaven. Because heaven is a place where we go so that we can go ahead and do the coursework, right? So that would mean we learn about history. We learn about all of these lives we're living, all of these time periods that we're living. You learn all that in heaven. All of these talents you have, all of these things, you can refine all of those things in heaven. So we learn all those things, and then we come down here to do the simulation work, which is to actually experience ourselves, doing all of those things. So if you want to stop reincarnating, that's your answer. Stop going to spirit school. Stop going to heaven. Go home to the dark void, to the universe, to cosmic mama. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but I had a near-death-like experience that happened to me last year, about a year ago. I did speak about this on the JeffMara podcast, which I will link in the description box. But it was just like a normal day. I was preparing dinner, and then all of a sudden I was hit with like a force of love, and that's the way I can describe it. I fell down on the floor, and I was taken. I saw in my mind's eye all this was happening. I was taken to a dark void, and there was a beam of light. It was like light energy frequencies vibrating and moving towards me. This being moved towards me, and it merged within me. It filled me with its spirit, the great universal spirit. This was cosmic mama, because I was in the dark void, and she was a being of light energy frequency. Kind of makes more sense than a father that would have the casing of a human body, right? Kind of makes more sense that it would not be in human form, because we are formless. We are formless. There is no form with spirit, really. So this is how I know this to be true, because I experienced it myself. Not only that, I gotten confirmations from spirit. And not only that, I've gotten physical confirmation. So I've had so many different confirmations, at least 3 or 4 confirmations to deliver this message. Okay, so if you want to get off of the wheel of reincarnation, you cannot go to heaven. I know that sounds scary, because we've been taught and we've been told, but guys, everything you know is a lie. It is to keep you recycled so that the evil one can feed off of your energy. That is why we need heaven. It is to lure us there. And I'm not saying that it's not a good place. You learn a lot. Your soul refines itself. Because remember, the light always uses the darkness for its rise. Cosmic Mama has already thought about all these things. She's already thought about it. Heaven is still a place where we go to rest. We go to heal, all of those things. But Cosmic Mama is here. The Heavenly God is here. And in order to go home, the only place you're going to go home and rest in the eternal moment of now is to go back to the cosmos, back to Cosmic Mama, back to the great universal spirit, the Father. That is the only place to go to have the kind of rest that we all seek to have. Okay? You have to know that. Let's see what else I want to say. Another thing is, there are two kinds of beings living on this earth. And this is very important. There are organic beings, which come from stardust, which we are made out of stardust. We come from Source Energy God, Cosmic Mama, Great Universal Spirit, Father. And then there are inorganic beings that are created in the heavenly realm. Those beings are your non-playable characters, okay? They're the ones that you look at and they never seem to have a soul essence. They do everything for money, everything for the material world. They don't have any regard for anyone else. The inorganic beings, they are basically to make this look real. They are to mix in with us, so they can lower the energy. But they are to make this game, this matrix that we're living in, look real. So here's an analogy. Let's say you're playing a video game, right? And you know how when you're playing a video game, you are controlling your main character. But then there is characters in the background that you cannot control with the remote control. They are just walking back and forth. They're kind of going in circles. They're doing the same thing each and every time you turn the game on. You know exactly what they're going to do because you've seen it all before. Those are the non-playable characters, the ones who do not have what? The spark of life inside of them. They cannot be energized because they do not come from source energy. They come from the heavenly realm. Two different things, guys. So a lot of these people walking around the earth are distractions. They are just to make the game real. They are to hold the energy at a low vibration. But Cosmic Mama is smarter than that. So she sends more of us, natural soul essence beings, down here to hold the light, to bring love and balance. Okay? The other thing I want to say about the spark, the organic beings are the only ones who have the spark of life. The spark of life can only be given to you by Source Energy God, by Cosmic Mama, the Great Universal Spirit, our Father. Because what does a star do? It sparkles. That is the spark of life. It is your soul essence. The inorganic beings, they get what? Breath. God blows breath into them. That's how they become animated, right? That's how they get the five senses. That's how they get their avatar going. It was brought to my attention in another session I was doing where I was channeling the spirit of my uncle. He had taken another existence as part of the wind. And spirit told me that the wind is the constant breath of God. So that makes sense. There is a spark of life that comes from the cosmos, from the cosmic mother. And then there is the breath of the heavenly God that gives you breath. Guys, without that wind constantly blowing, all those non-playable characters would just die. Because that is what Spirit told me. That the wind is the constant breath of God. That is what is keeping the non-playable characters living and breathing. It's keeping them animated. You take the wind away, if it stops, they all die. That is powerful. That's powerful, guys. Think on that. So, I guess the only thing I want to say is, I'm no longer trying to build anything on this earth. I'm no longer trying to build on another man's foundation. Satan's earth, Lucifer's earth, or whatever you want to call it, the evil one's earth. I'm no longer trying to build here because I know that I'm not coming back to this realm. I'm not. When I leave from here, I'm going back to the dark void. I'm going to rest in the womb of the great mother. The other thing I want to say is, I'm just the messenger, guys. I know this information is shocking, and it changes everything that you ever thought that you knew about God. We've been indoctrinated for so many years and so many lifetimes that we're under it's like a mental disorder at this point. That you can't see what's right in front of you, what's obvious, because of the deep-rooted indoctrination of it all. And guys, I started my spiritual awakening in my early 20s. It's been 20 years, almost 20 years, 17 years, something like that. I'm still trying to undo what was done to me as a child. I'm still trying to undo the indoctrination of the church, of the gospel. I'm still trying to undo it. This isn't easy for me either, guys. This is not easy. Although I've been saying it this whole time. I've been talking about source energy God, but I never understood that there was two. I never understood that there was one that was in the way of you going home. One that needs your energy, which is our Heavenly Father. Needs your energy in order to exist. Needs your energy in order to keep the wheel of time going. In order to keep you going to and from earth school, spirit school, earth school, spirit school, earth school, spirit school. In fact, as I am now standing on the new earth, I'm standing in the new energy. I already know where I'm going. Remember, I said that every time we make a decision, a part of us splits off and we start living out that particular scenario. So, like I said, if you eat, you decide to eat something for breakfast and it makes you sick, and then you have you got to go to the hospital and all of that, and you have health issues, a part of you splits off to have that experience, to live that experience out. Right? So we are existing on multiple timelines, right? So we are on multiple earths. Each one of our decisions split off, and we are created another earth where we are living out that existence on another earth in another dimensional plane. So recently, actually this has been going on for the past year or so, I've been seeing myself die off on other dimensions. Actually, last night, I saw another Tahira die of cancer. Spirit told me she died of cancer. She had cancer. And I saw her die. And I believe that was the Tahira that if I would have kept on my unhealthy lifestyle, remember I lost 100 pounds, almost 100 pounds fasting. And if I would have stayed on that path, I probably would have ended up with cancer. That's the Tahira that died. I've seen ancient Tahiras die. When I was living in ancient times, like I've been seeing a lot of different Tahiras die. It's because I finally get it. I don't need those Tahiras living anymore. I am going in to each of those existences, each of those dimensions, and I am killing them off. When I'm in the astral world at night, I'm killing them off. I'm getting ready to pack up shop. And I'm getting ready to ascend out of the realm of time, out of the heavenly realm, out of the earth realm. So when I die, I'm going to the dark void where I've already been during my near-death-like experience. And I'm going to go back home to Cosmic Mama and merge back into the light and be filled with the great universal spirit, the Father. That's where I'm going. I hope this resonated with you guys. I hope this resonated with any of you beautiful people out there. Guys, I don't know what else to say. It's a lot of information. It was hard for me to do this because I know that I could lose subscribers. I could be judged. I could be ostracized. I could be so many different things. But guys, I got to keep it real, and spirit don't lie. Men lie, women lie, spirit don't lie. Okay, guys? Please subscribe to the channel, like, share, and all of that good stuff, guys. And I'm gonna say it. Love is the way, forgiveness is the key, and truth is that light that guides us home. Love you.